back to Garden Reviews. Once again, out in the tool shed. As always, it's hot in here though. It's been getting hot out, and this thing gets hot and it stays hot in here. So bear with me if I look like I'm sweaty. I am. Today, package from Amazon. All kinds of great goodies in here. Super excited about some of this stuff in here. So let's just dump it out together. Let's just do it. No tact. Look at that. This is not for you guys. This is actually for my son. His birthday, one of his birthday presents. Okay. Not tool related, but we're gonna jump into this real quick because this is worth mentioning. That thing's empty. This little light from TP-XXL. It's called the Tech Kid. I guess that's how you would say it. We've had a couple of these and they are incredible. So our youngest is going to get one so that he can have one like his bro and his sis. And they work really well. The thing I like about this, obviously it's designed for a kid, but even in the high mode, it's only 20 lumens. So they're not going to like blind each other, you know. It's really nice, but it's great because it's plenty bright for them. You know, they can put them on at night if they're playing around and stuff like that, and it totally works. So that's the high mode, and then they do have a low mode of 4 lumens, which again still works really well. The runtime on these are just insane. I think so at the high mode, that's 20 lumens, it'll run for like 61 hours, and then in 4 lumen mode you get 110 hours, which is crazy. And then the other cool thing is basically this little panel right here. It will glow in the dark, a nice green glow after they've ran it for a while. So it's really cool. They just think that's really awesome. So great little thing if you've got kids. All kids love flashlights, you know? And they got, I think this is the green and blue one, and then I think they have a pink and something. They're both basically the same though. And yeah, just simply awesome. There's my, me being a dad for a minute there and get my kids flashlights. That's how I roll. All right, so getting into some other stuff, they'll go into this because it came out of the package. This little guy is so cool. Totally unnecessary. You probably don't need one of these, but I wanted to try one out. This is the Vessel ball grip, and it's their carrying bit holder. So if you're not familiar with Vessel, it's a very big, popular Japanese screwdriver brand. They make some incredible products, and this is kind of like a fun little bit carrying holder that you could throw on a bag or, you know, on your keychain or something like that. And it's modeled after their kind of like ball grip screwdrivers, which is, if you haven't seen one yet, definitely get online and check them out. People rave about them. I have yet to try one of the actual ball grips, but when I saw one of these, I was like, oh, that's awesome. And like, you can throw a bit in there, it locks in, you just basically pull back down on this, and just kind of a great convenient way to have like a bit that you use really frequently, just kind of handy. So that's the Vessel ball grip carrying bit holder. Pretty awesome. Oh, says it withstands up to 17.7 foot-pound. No, not foot-pound. They don't have that labeled quite right. I guess it's inch-pounds of torque output, which I'm not sure, like, how are you torquing this? I guess you could run it like an actual little screwdriver, like a little mini one. Maybe that's the idea. So, something to know. I would just use it to carry the bits. But let's jump into this other small little package here. Ooh, I know what this one is. This is my first foray into the world. If I can get it out. What kind of magic packaging is this? Incredible. This is PB Swiss. So again, if you're not familiar with PB Swiss, check them out. Obviously, as it sounds, it's made in Switzerland. This company though makes, again, some of the best screwdrivers in the world, and some of it comes down to preference. I mean, the Vessel ones, top-notch quality, can't go wrong with them. Others will say, hey man, PB Swiss, that's the only way. Like I said, I think all of these are made in Switzerland. I don't think they outsource these anywhere else. So this is their little stubby driver, and basically I think, yeah, it's got a bit carousel. How does this one work? I think you just pull on it. Yeah, look at that, you just pull on it. check that out. So it stores bits in the handle, which is just awesome. Now, if you can tell, they're kind of color-coded, and a lot of the PB Swiss bits and stuff like that are color-coded, so very, very cool there. And they just look incredibly well machined. I'll do a quick zoom in here so you guys can see it, but just simply top-notch looking. So we'll pull one of these out. Locks in there really, really well. That actually takes a lot more force than it looks like on camera. So incredibly strong magnet in there. Very, very solid lock. And then the carousel, that's pretty nice. It just clips in there. They come out really easy. You can spin it around if you want to, and then it's kind of just got a friction back in there. And the so I think they call this the Swiss grip material on this. It feels incredible, and I've been wanting to try one of these out, and I'm so glad I got one. So it's an interesting, it's kind of soft, it's got kind of like a, not rubber, but it's got this really interesting kind of just feel to it, and it's super nice. Very, very nice. There's a bug on me, probably a spider. Anyways, super nice. PB Swiss, this is the PP-8453. They do make one of these that has the bit carousel and it's ratcheting. It's very cool. Let us get into, oh my gosh, there's a spider. It's a big one. Look at that guy. Ah! Ah! And he got away. That was a big spider too. He's kind of fast. I don't know. Wonder where he went. Oh well, the video must go on. If I get bit and I scream though, you know what happened. So, I don't think I'm gonna edit that out. Like, that was really pathetic. I missed all those times, and I wasn't just more manly and just like, boom! Smash him. I don't know why he grabbed the razor blade. I missed a lot. Spiders. What are you gonna do? All right, let's resume though. PB Swiss, check this out. Man, I am very excited. Again, PB Swiss is one of those brands I have been wanting to get my hands on for a very, very long time. This is their, I think they call this like the all-rounder set. So, awesome little tool case here. Okay, some of these kind of got flung about, but we can fix that real quick, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. So it's got this nice little tool roll pouch thing going on here, and this is just an awesome looking set. Okay, so here we are. This is the PB Swiss all-rounder set. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? So, again, you're getting the PB Swiss. This is the Swiss grip handle. Oh, man. That is nice. That is comfortable. I don't know what this material is. It's very unique. I know that. But it just fits the hand so nice. So very nice. So, as you can kind of see, it's got the handle with interchangeable, basically, ends here, different shanks. I guess that's what you would call it. Different drivers, I guess, whatever you would like to call it. Let's pull out. Let's just grab this one here. And you can kind of see the profile on those. It's a little bit different than some of the others you've probably seen. You got some nice knurling right here, so you can grab that. This is obviously a Torx head here, but you've got these kind of like two different spines here on the shaft, and then you've kind of got this ball end here. And so you just line it up, obviously. Locks in, boom. That's a nice screwdriver. I like the fit on that. I was curious. I didn't know how large this was going to be. It's always hard to tell in videos. It actually feels smaller than I was expecting based off of the photos I've seen, but it's not too small. It actually fits my hand incredibly well. I don't have big hands, but for what that's worth. And then that texture, man, that PB Swiss, that Swiss grip, that is just something. That feels so nice in the hand. This handle is model number PB8215.A. I'll show you guys all this on a close-up here in a second too. And then it looks like, yeah, all these actual driver sections here do have their own serial numbers. And they give you a model number. All that's kind of, I'm assuming maybe that's laser etched in there or something like that. So just an awesome, awesome tool set. And basically it goes from, let's see, I've got a Torx. I'm going to flip this over so I can see it. I'll definitely give you guys a close-up. I'm totally thinking that spider is just getting ready to crawl on me. Anyways, I'll give you guys a close-up, but it basically goes from we've got a Torx 10, Torx 15, Torx 20, Torx 25. I've got a number 4 hex, a number 5 hex, number 6 hex, and I've got a Phillips, or no, sorry, a Posi 2, a Phillips 2. I've got a scribing all, and then I've got a number 5 slot, 4 slot, 3 slot, 2 slot. Over here, I've got a cool little tester, electrical tester. So it's like one of the styles that lights up in the handle. So that's awesome. Little flathead tester there. So that'll be pretty handy. So, and this is like their acetate, I'm assuming, or maybe it's plastic. I can't tell on this. I'm thinking this is plastic, but it's kind of like a little pocket tool. It's got a little pocket clip there. Then it just goes in right beside it. And then over here, we have some micro drivers. As you guys saw, this looks like an acetate handle. So this is they're little interchangeable with a spinning kind of like locking portion here. And then this end spins. So it's like a micro driver, right? And these ones are dual-sided, which is just awesome. So you get a lot of flexibility on those, just all built into there. And they just basically slide in, loosen that up a little bit, a lot. There we go. And then you can just tighten that down. You're off and running. So, and okay, I'm gonna smell this. So just a second here. Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you why I'm sniffing it. So PB Swiss, apparently on their acetate handles, when they make the acetate handle, apparently it's a very like awful smelling process, and the handles can kind of have that residual smell for a while. And so apparently, rumor is PB Swiss actually adds like vanilla extract to the acetate so that it doesn't smell so bad and it smells more like vanilla. Kind of cool. I don't know if this is the acetate handle, but I sniffed it on camera, so what are you gonna do? So that is the set of PB Swiss. Again, very, very nice. This kind of rolls up on its own, it looks like. Is that how that works? I have to figure all this out now. Cool. Great stuff there. I guess that would go like that. Is that how that works? I don't know. I'm not going to fiddle with it on camera. Last, but definitely not least, this is a mini Sola level. So my thought was, I saw someone have Stabila that has some of these, which is just awesome. I'm like, oh, that'd be great. Like you can clip it onto a bag or something like that, or your tool belt or whatever. And you kind of have a level ready to go. Stabila is awesome. Absolutely love them. But I actually really love the Sola vials. And it's just because they've got this like really, I think they call it a focus vial. That's the way they produce it. You know, there's a science to it or whatever. But it basically makes it really easy to see that vial. If you've ever worked with levels, sometimes you kind of have to hunt with it and it can kind of be, you know, just a pain to see it. But the Sola ones are seriously the best ones that I've ever seen. I absolutely love them. So I was looking around and I'm like, no way, they make one just like the Stabila. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to go for that because I love those focus files. And so it's basically got a clip on the back here, and then it's like a little plastic carrying pouch there. You just push that out, and there is your awesome, handy dandy Sola Level with that awesome focus vial. And this is made in Austria, very cool. And it is magnetic, so the base has got a V-groove in there on the one side, the bottom. It's magnetic. Look at that. Boom, just picked up the Olfa. So, magnetic with the V-groove. This side is flat, and I'm thinking that's still magnetic. Nope, side's not. Groove side is. So, groove side is all magnetic. The flat is not. Super awesome, though. Like I said, I'm gonna be pretty stoked about that. Those are just handy to have around. So, just slides in there nice and easy. Got your clip on the back, and you are good to go. So, let me know what you guys think. It's been an awesome little tool haul here. I got some brands that I have been wanting to try out, specifically the Vessel and the PB Swiss. Just absolutely awesome, and I definitely think there's going to be more of those showing up in the future based on what I'm seeing right here. So let me know what you guys think. Have you ever used PB Swiss, Vessel, Sola? What are you guys using out there? I absolutely love this kind of stuff, and I love engaging with you guys in the comments. So drop a like, throw a comment down there. I'd appreciate that. And if you're feeling real good, hit subscribe. I'd appreciate that too. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.